Oh. Hello. I've been hearing recently that you've had some problems with your memory and concentration. Well, never fear, Alex is here. The following brief tutorial will describe my patented technique for memory and concentration. By following these simple steps, you will be on your way to higher success in your academic career.
1. Where are you? Consider studying in a quiet area as opposed to somewhere crowded where noise might divert your attention away from the task at hand. Here we have a student who didn't pay heed to his surroundings.
Look out!
2. What is the state of your environment? It is much harder to stay focused on your work if you are always searching for what you need. Always try to keep your desk clean and orderly. 3. Who are you with?
I thought that was the end of the movie, actually.
Avoid studying with people who aren't doing the same thing as you.
Oh wait, no, there's more!
But did you see it 3D? I mean, like, come on!
Oh my god, it was amazing!
It can be easy to be drawn into a conversation unrelated to what you are working on. What else are you doing? Keep yourself on task. You can't expect yourself to be focused on your work if your attention is divided.
Alex, I've told you before, shut your Facebook and do your homework.
And most importantly, no Facebook.
Alex, I've told you, get off your computer.
5. Monitor your physical and psychological conditions. How well rested you are plays an important role in your overall concentration. No matter where you are and what you're doing, if you are tired, your concentration will suffer. Memory. Your memory is divided into two main types, short-term and long-term. Your short-term memory is the capacity for holding small amounts of information in your mind for short periods of time. Your long-term memory can store information for as little as a few days to as long as a few decades. Consequently, you will be engaging both your short-term and long-term memory when studying. Your short-term memory will be active during the study process. Here are a few tips to help you do this effectively. 1. Connect materials to things that exist in your everyday life. It is much easier to remember complicated material if you can connect things you are studying to examples you see in your daily life. Consider ethylene, a plant hormone that increases ripening in plants. 2. It is easier to remember things by song, humor, and sex. The human mind more easily remembers information that is sexual, humorous, personal, etc., as opposed to arbitrary sequences. These are called mnemonic devices.
This is stupid.
Rhymes, songs, jokes, and meaningful experiences that you can associate with your study material will be easier to remember than random information. 3. Space your practice times. Your short-term memory has limited capacity. Once it's full, the information has to be transferred to your long-term memory before you can continue to use your short-term memory. Don't expect yourself to be able to remember everything after studying for hours straight. Prepare short, productive practice times with periods of rest and/or activity in between to maximize your memorization capacities. 4. Break down larger tasks into smaller ones. Organize the subject you are studying into main ideas and make a plan to study each of these separately. You will remember things more effectively this way. 5. Understand as opposed to memorize. When possible, try to understand the concepts behind the material that you're studying instead of trying to memorize all the details.
4 divided by 2 is 2.
This way, when you come across questions that differ from the ones you have studied, you will have an easier time adapting to the new format. A helpful tip may be to try and generate your own examples when studying instead of using those discussed in class.
You sure you're done? Okay.
Finally, 6. Sleep. Sleep is probably the most essential ingredient to an effective memory because it consolidates and optimizes the layout of memories.
Alright, good night, Mom.
Good night, sweetie.
Studies have shown that students who suffer from a lack of sleep generally have lower grades and impaired concentration.
Oh, hello, you're back. Well, I hope they make the most of this experience and that you will soon forget what you've learned here in this video. Made by me, starring me, and those other guys.